Hi to those who are currently tuning into Star Alignment. Thank you to my regular subscribers. I've never gotten a chance to thank you in my video how much your support means to me. It overwhelms me with joy sometimes, and sometimes it's the most positive thing I may have experienced in that day is reading one of your comments. So thank you so much. And to new people watching, tuning into this reading, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it resonates. And also, just wanted to shout out to the person who requested this video. I do apologise that it's come a little bit weeks late, but I do read all requests and I try and do them all. So if you want to request a reading on a particular topic or theme, just type it below in the comments and I will endeavour to get it done. So this is a communication for people who are slightly communicating to the person that they're inquiring about, but it's not that much communication at all. There's a lack of communication with your significant other, okay? So I'm going to get struck into it. As everyone already who watches these videos knows, we have the square, the teardrop, and the circle, or sphere. So I'm going to start with the square. Okay, for those who chose the square, you have the Hierophant, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Two of Cups. Okay, so the thing that's blocking this person from communicating with you fully at the moment is that they're giving their attention to somebody else, okay? And the somebody else that they're giving their attention to is someone who isn't seeking something real with them, who isn't seeking, a deeper commitment with them. And that's why they feel safe in giving all of their full divided attention to them, because they feel like, well, this person doesn't really want anything real with me, so I can, talk to them all of the time and it's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to lead to anything. Whereas they know with you, you are wanting something deeper, okay? And so that's why they're being a little bit distant and a little bit cold, okay? And I believe it's some sort of commitment issue. There's some commitment issue here. Okay, and it's on their part. They've got some sort of commitment issue. But moving forward, they do really want to just be one-on-one with you, because they're in awe of you, and they want to be able to just be in your presence, okay? They want to be able to just be one-on-one with you. Because they want communication to lead to this Two of Cups. Because ultimately, even though they have this fronted commitment issues, it's like, I believe that their ultimate heart goal is to be in union with you. Okay? Which I just found interesting. I just made the connection that this man has his hand, or the masculine has his hand on this woman's head, but then he's keeping his hand to himself, to this woman here. And it's like, you can see that this woman that he's got his hand on his head, on her hair to, is also having her head down. She's not really looking at him. Whereas this woman here, who's actually connecting with this man, he's like being distant toward. Because she's giving him a kiss on the hand. But in this photo, in this other card, it's like the brown hair's another representation and he's moving toward her in that one. So I feel like, he or she, just take the energies. If this is same sex, it's like energetically, the masculine energy is having commitment issues. Okay, and And so that's why this communication, there's a breakdown, because this person's giving their time, energy and communication to someone who they believe is also on their level, who also is cold and distant, who also doesn't want a deeper level of commitment. Like, his heart wants a deeper level commitment, but his ego is controlling him at the moment. So the masculine energy is controlling the masculine energy at the moment. The ego driven. Okay, and that's what's the blockage here. But yeah, moving forward for the future, masculine energy definitely wants to follow their heart and, be in union, be in physical union. Okay, because they do want to follow the heart's desire. So they do want to have, a growth in communication. They do want to be able to actually go toward, something more fulfilling for them. Because that's who they are deep down desiring, is someone that they can, be in union with. Because even I just noticed in this card, in the background, you've got two birds flying off together. So, deep down, they want that. But it's like they're putting on this front at the moment, this front of, coldness and almost like in some days and some moments, the ghosting even, So that's very interesting. But for this particular energy group, I did get that, they really do want reconciliation, because, they do. They want reconciliation because they want foundation and achievements. But they know that it's going to take a dedicated effort to, be able to heal their commitment issues. But they do want to strengthen their bond with you. Okay, moving forward, they really do. So that's really interesting. So I hope that has helped people who aren't in full communication, just half communication. And thank you so much for watching this reading. So for those who chose the drop, thank you so much. The cards that you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so what's blocking the communication at the moment is the fact that the both of you are not willing to put in the effort with each other at the moment, and that is because some pain's been caused, there's been some hurt, there's been some, cruel words have been tossed around between the two of you that I don't believe were fully meant, and, words cut deep, and so it's like the both of you are, turning your backs on each other, even though you do want, love, even though you do want to love each other. It's like at the moment there's this block because of the pain that's been caused between the two of you, the wrongdoings toward each other. Okay? It's really blocking the communication at the moment. It's really causing distance. It's really causing a separation and a divide. And it's like maybe even because the two of you are both, because of these harsh things that have occurred and happened and words have been said, you are both putting a stop to the love at the moment, because I think you both are in a world of pain. And it's like, even though there's this separation, you do both want to reach out to each other. Because you've got this Ace of Cups, you don't both want, this cup of love. You do both want each other. You know what it's like to be with each other, romantically, spiritually. So you do both want to reach out. But it's like, it's going to take healing and it's going to take time. I mean, time heals all wounds, and there's going to be harmony again between the two of you. And there's going to be, more communication. But it's just going to take that commitment to giving it time, Giving it time to heal, to become what it was, but to allow it to be even better than before. Because definitely, the feminine energy definitely in this union wants love. She's choosing love here. See, she's got her hand on the heart. In this card here, the heart's sitting up on the shelf. So it's blocked at the moment because, the both of you aren't choosing this love. But it's like when you do, I believe that, like, what this card's representing is this masculine energy is actually cutting the hair of the feminine energy, and that's all to do with him just wanting to have, a piece of her with him all the time, because that's how strong the love and the bond is. Okay, so this is definitely a great love. But there's definitely some separation at the moment, some distance, some coldness. And it's not like the two of you, because when you are together, it is so warm and so together, and for a moment you don't feel, so alone in the world or so estranged, because the two of you connect and get to experience that full physical oneness, So it's just going to be, if you want this, being patient with this person, being patient with yourself while this time heals all wounds, and, allowing your cup to be filled again, allowing for it to be full again. Lifting the veil toward love. So, removing the barriers, removing the past hurt, and reminding each other of the love that you share. It's like remembering the things that brought the two of you together, and the happy times and the good moments and the kind words that have been passed together, and, even an apology toward both of each other. Some apologies need to be had to increase this communication. So it may take having a heart-to-heart conversation, being raw with this person, to really get that full connection back, to choose love. It's going to take being real about your feelings toward each other, because the feelings are obviously there both for one another, but it's going to take being real about those feelings and not hiding or shying away from them. Okay. Very interesting. I hope this helps for those that chose the drop, and I really do appreciate you tuning in to Star Alignment. If it's resonated, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Okay. Those who chose the sphere, thank you so much. Okay. So you have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Wheel, and you have the Knave of Cups. Okay, so the blockage is that there's a person in this union who is closing off to the other person. It's pretty hard for the other person to make advances in communication at the moment because the other person is just done with the BS, is just done with the mind games, is just done with the continual promises that things are going to be better. And they're just like, you know what? And I feel like this is you're just kind of like, I've heard it all before. And this other person's like, but I mean it this time, let me prove it to you. So the blockage is that, you are just at this point where it's like you've heard it all before. And so it's blocking the communication because it's like you know that this person's repeating their past behaviours each time they come towards you, and you're kind of like sitting there with your cup of tea going, can you offer me something new already? Like, are you going to show me some new actions? Put your money where your mouth is. And they're just like, they may be even, hitting you up and you just don't even want to respond because you're just like, what do I respond to this person? Is anything going to be changed this time? Is anything going to be different? Because you're just getting to a point where you're just over it. Because there has been deception. And so they're getting to this point where, they're like, should I just leave it up to fate? If they're meant for me, should I just leave it up to fate? Because sometimes, when they don't get a response from you, they're just like, So they're getting to that point. Like, do I just let what happens happen? Do I just allow things to just be? But then at the same time, it's like there's this Knave of Chalices. They can't stop thinking about you, and they can't stop dreaming about you and reminiscing about you. And, every slight little smell and just things remind them of you, and that kicks off this world of feelings for them. And then they're sitting back on their phone, rewriting the message that they want to send, and they're going, well, I said that last time. And so they're feeling pretty stuck because then they'll rewrite something else and then they're not happy with that. And then you're over here like, and the communication stopped. And then you don't know what's happening again because it's like, well, they were pandering to me and now they're not even talking to me. What is going on? But meanwhile, they're over here like, I am dreaming about you. I am thinking about you, how I can make this right. And it's a bit of a tough one because they are trying to heal the situation, but you're just like, I need you to come to me when you have healed, okay? When you have healed. Because this, this experience with them that you've had, while it's been great, sometimes it's also been extremely challenging to be with them. And you start to think, is it worth the challenging times? Because of the deception as well, is playing a big part, You feel like when they do message you, like, well, what kind of mask are you wearing today? Like, are you going to be that loving side of you that I really appreciate and adore? Or are you just going to be cold and callous and deceptive? You don't know which side of them you're going to get. So you're just you are feeling closed off. You are feeling tired of it, and it puts them in this state of their head spinning because they're like, oh, I know I've stuffed up. Oh, I know she or he's the one for me and I've stuffed it up, and now all I can do is daydream and think about them, you know, because you've got this moon here, it's hidden, so they might not be revealing to you that they can't stop thinking about you, you know, but you're keeping them up at night and they're rewriting it on the notes on their phone. They're just like, how can I make this right? But for you, I'm getting very soon, you know, you're going to have offers come in from a new love, okay? And I feel like this person senses that. This person knows that you are so worthy of a great love, and they know there's going to be new suitors coming in, you know, offering their cup, offering their flowers, and that's why this person's like, I got to make things right before, you know, before my one gets away, before he or she becomes the one that got away, you know. But yeah, there is going to be very soon, you're going to have people offering you love, you know. But this person wants to come in with authority and be authoritative over the situation and circumstance, and wants to feel like he or she wants to take what they feel is theirs. They feel like you belong with them. So very interesting. Because yeah, in the same sense of saying all this, they also string between going back to, well, when they don't hear from you, like, oh, do I just leave it up to fate? And then they start the daydreaming, or the thoughts come in late at night, and they're back to that old thing of, I need to make this right again. Or, you know, they might have consumed a bit of alcohol even, and they're just like, you know, prompted to call you, and you're just like getting your phone buzzing in the early mornings or something, or late at night, and you're like, really? You're like, really, right now? You're going to try and make this up to me now, in this way? It's like confusing. It's a bit of a back and forth, a bit of a seesaw. And that's why the communication is so just like, one day it's there, one day it's not. It's like this person's going, trying to make things right, I'm trying to say the right things, and then they don't get a response, so they're like, do I leave it up to fate? And then they back at their thoughts, and they're back at their back to the drawing board again. So very interesting. But moving forward, I'm guessing, not saying I'm guessing, but I'm feeling that they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep repeating this cycle until they get some clarification on your part if, you know, they should continue or they need to move on, you know. Because you're either going to consider taking them back, or you're going to consider letting them go. You're the decider. But yeah, I get why you're like this, because, you know, deception, it's not on. So, but at the same time, yeah, you have had loving times with this person. Definitely, I can see that in this little image, this reminiscing here. You have had beautiful times, and, you know, unfortunately, this person has behaved in certain ways which haven't been in alignment with their higher self, and now very soon you're going to have suitors who are going to come in, who may be coming in from a place of their own healing, and they will come into be in a place of where they're ready to love you and ready to give you a true cup of love, and that's going to intimidate this person, you know, because they're like, but she or he belongs with me. So very interesting. Wow. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope this has helped in some way, shape or form, and if it has, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Thank you so much.